Most of y'all are making, creating, and selling digital products way too complicated. You are spending hours in Canva creating an ebook that nobody reads. You are spending weeks trying to create a course that nobody buys, and you're following the advice of these gurus telling you that all you need is AI to create a digital product that will actually sell. Listen, I have been selling digital products since 2017, and I've been able to build a multi-six-figure online business with the help of digital products. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing what actually sells and what you should be selling right now if you want to make money from digital products online. This very first product is changing the game on what you are able to sell online. There is no more gatekeeping when it comes to this, and that is selling apps. Now, this is something that I actually started selling in my business this year. I created a savings app and dashboard that will allow my customers to be able to go in and track their savings and be able to hit their savings goals a lot faster. Now, here's the thing when it comes to that. When you are creating an app, you want to use the same thought process as you would with a template. This either needs to be something that you built for yourself that you actually use, or it needs to be something that you have the knowledge to be able to create and help people with. So for my example, I am a certified financial educator. I have a whole tenure in the personal finance space. And so I know what it takes for someone to actually save money. So I took that knowledge and that expertise in decade plus of experience, and I was able to then tell AI exactly what to build such that someone can use this app effectively and reach their ultimate goal of saving money. So when you are building your app or thinking about the app that you're going to build, you need to think about what is it that I have the knowledge and expertise that I can then tell AI to go build such that it creates something that someone can actually use and get results. So an example would be if you're a stylist, you can then use your knowledge and your expertise and your frameworks and all those things as a stylist. Tell AI to build an app that will then help people be able to style based on their body type, their color, shades, and all those things. But you're using the experience that you have and just packaging it in a way that someone else can use it. So apps are the next big thing when it comes to digital products. And like I said, this is something that I'm actually selling today. And listen, I don't have a computer science background. I do have an engineering background, but I do not have a computer science background. I don't know how to program. I don't know how to code. I don't know how to do any of those things at the level that would yield an app. But I did find a website that allows you to do app building with AI, and that website is Base 44. Now listen, these people hounded me down with their ads that they ran all on my YouTube channel and all on social media, and I finally decided that I wanted to build an app, and this is the platform that I decided to go with. It is so easy to use. Literally, you just put a prompt into their AI chat box and it creates everything for you. Now, for my particular app, I use Claude to give me the prompt to then give to Base 44, and within literally less than a minute, I had a functional savings app that I could use and also then sell to my audience so that they could use it to reach their savings goals as well. So I'm going to leave a link for Base 44 so that you can check it out. You can start with a free account, but once you run out of your AI credits, you will have to get a paid account. It's not that expensive, especially knowing that this is something that you could then use to make money from. I just see it as another business expense for me, but you can try it for free. Go in, create an app, and I promise you, you will not turn back, and you will be able to sell it in the App Store. You will be able to put a password on it. All the things that you would need for an app, you could do with Base 44. So I'll leave a link for Base 44 for you to create a free account. Now, along those same lines as building an app with AI, you can also build and sell custom GPTs. And this is literally just a chat box that's programmed with your knowledge, your frameworks, your expertise, all your historical information to be able to provide information and answers to the person who's using it. Now, I first use custom GPTs within my coaching program. So as a part of my coaching program, my clients were able to access my custom GPTs that will help them with their offer creation as well as their offer pricing. So literally it would prompt them to answer a few questions, and within seconds it would spit out, here's what your offer should be and here's what you should charge for that offer. So it allows people to get answers quicker, sooner, but based on your knowledge. So I was able to feed the custom GPT my frameworks, my information, all of my content that I had created over the years for my clients, and from that it was able to quickly be a resource for my clients. Whatever your expertise is, you can create a custom GPT GPT around it. I literally use custom GPTs every single week, particularly when it comes to creating my YouTube content. I'm able to use one that I created to dump in my rough draft of my script, and it spits out a perfectly edited, perfectly organized script for me to use for videos on my main channel. So there are so many uses of custom GPTs. In fact, I just accessed someone's custom GPT that helps you with meal planning and meal prepping and kids activities for the weeks. This is a great opportunity for you. And here's the thing, just like the apps, you don't have to be a computer programmer or an expert on app building or, AI in order to do this. You literally can go into ChatGPT and say, hey, I want to create a custom GPT for this. Give me the instructions, create the prompt for me to create it, and it will give you the answer. So literally use AI to be able to program AI. And this is something that once you have, you can just sell it over and over again. So if you haven't gotten on this train already, you need to be on the custom GPT train. Now, this next digital product I have been selling since probably 2017. I've sold it on Etsy, I've sold it on my website, I've sold it on my blog, and I've sold it on YouTube. And that product is a template. Now, for me, that has been a budget template, but for you, it can be a template around anything that you use in your everyday life. Here's the problem when it comes to digital product for most people. You're trying to create something from scratch. You're trying to think of this grand product that someone will want, and then you try to create it from scratch, when the easiest, most effective thing to do is to use something that you're already using in your day-to-day, week-to-week life. And for me, that was a simple budget template. I simply took the budget template that I was using every single week, and then I created a version of that I could sell to other people to use. So if you're thinking about what template you can create, think about what you're using on a day-to-day basis. Do you have some kind of template? Do you have some kind of plan that you use to come up with meals for the week? What is it that you're currently using in your life? That is the thing that you can create a template from and sell. So you shouldn't have to look very far. It needs to be something that you're currently using in your own life. And here's why that is important. One, it makes creating that digital product so much easier because you're literally just copying the template that you use. But more importantly, it makes it so much easier and effective to sell because you have experienced it firsthand. You know the transformation, you know the nuances, you know how it can benefit someone else the same way that it benefited you. So if you want to sell a digital product that's easy to create and easy to sell, the first place that I'm going to tell you to look is at templates. Now, I know you probably think that I hate ebooks and that you shouldn't sell it, but actually that's far from the truth. I actually think the next thing that you need to be selling are ebooks. However, there is a certain type of ebook that you actually need to sell. And the form that I'm talking about is the digital version of an actual book that you've written. I'm not talking about the ones that AI created that are trash, that don't provide any value or use, but actual ebooks that are digital versions of books that you've written. So I've written 3 books at this point, and for each of those books, I have a digital PDF version that people can access. So if they don't want to buy the hard copy, if they don't want to wait for shipping, they can actually buy the PDF or digital version of my book. And I've seen time and time again that these are products that actually sell, especially if you have an audience that you're teaching stuff to, you have an audience of people who want education around the topic, they will be willing to buy an ebook, which is a digital version of your book, because one, is typically cheaper than buying the paperback version, and two, they get it immediately versus having to wait for it in the mail. So ebooks have literally been something that I've been selling since I wrote my second book in 2018, I think it was. So ebooks, if you have a book that you've written, or if you want to actually write a book, you can put it in digital form and sell it that way, and people will eat it up. I literally sell ebooks every single week. So if you have a book, or if you've been thinking about writing an actual book, not just an ebook, but an actual book, you can put that in digital form, get it formatted, and those will sell so easily. So that is the next product that I would recommend that you sell if you want to sell digital products in this day and age. Now, I'm sure you probably think I hate courses too, but that is absolutely not the case, because the next thing that I'm going to recommend that you sell is actually courses, but a very specific type of course, which is a mini course. And when I say mini course, this is going to be a short, very niche down course around a specific topic, not a broad course that tries to teach someone something from A to Z. Those have lost their day. That heyday has gone where you can just put up a course with no community, no support, and sell it for, $500 or $2,000, and people are okay with it. That's not where the market has gone. And I also don't want you to believe that no one's buying courses, because people are still buying courses. However, I think it needs to change, and it needs to be many courses around a very specific topic. So for instance, I have a course that is specifically around creating ads. Now, I don't sell that course anymore, but I'm telling you that because that course was very specific in what it talked about, I was able to sell that course, even though people were saying that courses are dead. That is not true. What is dead is these long drawn out courses that are overpriced, that do not come with support. But what does sell are courses that are very specific, that people can literally go in, log in, does not take them weeks to complete, but they can immediately get the result that they came for. They can learn the thing that they need to learn. But here's the other caveat when it comes to courses. It cannot just be blanket information that someone can Google or get on ChatGPT. It literally needs to be a tangible thing that you can walk them through step by step so that they can actually get a specific result. Here's an example of what I mean. I recently purchased a course that was specifically on how to engage with corporate clients, like how to pitch to corporate clients. That was a very specific mini course, and I knew the exact result and outcome that I was going to get after I purchased it. Another example of a mini course that I bought is how to do a sew-in. Yes, the most random thing, but it was so specific. I learned how to do a fold over sew-in, and I learned how to do like her specific method. I knew going in that that was exactly what I was going to learn. In the past, I bought specific mini courses on how to do a specific eyeshadow technique. This is what I mean when it comes to courses. It does not have to be long drawn out. It just needs to be very specific. Many courses are selling. So if you have a specific expertise or just one thing that you can pull from your knowledge bank that other people actually want to learn, that is what you can be selling when it comes to courses. So mini courses is another digital product that I recommend you selling, something that will actually sell if you have a specific topic with a specific outcome. So if you want to make money with digital products, these are the products that you need to consider selling. Ignore all the other trash that's out there. Ignore the fact that people are saying that digital products are dead. They're absolutely not dead. These people just don't know what to actually sell. So this is what's working right now. Now, of course, if you want to be able to sell digital products, you need to actually get volume and leads to your sales pages and through your funnel. And so with that, you need to check out this video where I break down exactly how to do that.